Hi folks, and welcome back. After watching the last video in this series, you probably suck just a little bit less at pronouncing the English TH. But a little bit less isn't good enough. I want you to suck a lot less, and I'm sure you want that too. And that's what this video will help you do. This is video 2 in my new series, and the title of the series is You Kind of Suck at That, but it's okay. I'm here to help. Dang, guys, can you help me not suck at choosing titles? If you have a better idea for this series, please suggest one. Thanks, guys. In part 1, we talked about the pronunciation difference between the Vietnamese TH and the two pronunciations of TH in English. It's a good video, and if you missed it, you can watch it up here. Today, we will continue our discussion and talk about the top 2 reasons you probably suck at pronouncing these sounds. But before we talk about that, let's talk about my sponsor, moi. My video learning series has everything you need to succeed as a student or as a teacher. And it's all free. Just download chapter 1 from the link in the description and follow along with the videos. This channel, that workbook, and some time is all you need to succeed at English. But if you want to go to the next level faster, join my English Facebook community and my online classes. The link is in the description below. Back to the good stuff. Just a really quick recap. You already know how to pronounce this in Vietnamese, and this is the way to write it phonetically, Vietnamese pronunciation. In English, this sound comes in an unvoiced and voiced pair. Okay? The hard pronunciation, that's this one, it uses the sound of your voice like in the word this. And the unvoiced pronunciation just uses your breath as you force it between your teeth and your tongue. It's in this word thing. So we've got this and thing. This thing. Okay. You might remember the mouth position that my girlfriend showed us for this sound in the last video. But if you forgot, let's show you again. Okay, to practice this sound, just push your lips out and lift your tongue up, and then force the air from between your tongue and your teeth. Now, let's talk about the mistakes that you might be making. This is a chart that shows where to make the different sounds of English. The most common mistake, if you are pronouncing the wrong sound, is using the wrong part of your mouth. Do you see this small red dot right here? When you practice this sound, make it come from here with the bottom ridge of your front teeth and the top of your tongue. One mistake is making the sound too far forward in your mouth. here. Instead of using your teeth and your tongue, you are using your teeth and your lip. So instead of saying thing, you will say thing. The other mistake, which is more common and worse because it's really easy to notice, is making the sound somewhere in this green area, too far back. This is where you make the sounds t and duh, and where the Vietnamese th is pronounced. Instead of saying thing, you might say ting. And instead of saying that, you might say dat. So that thing is often incorrectly pronounced like dat ting. Let me show you in even more detail. Let's look at some different sounds side by side. In this picture, picture 1, we can see the sound is too far forward, which is f or v. The teeth are correct, but you don't want to use the lip, okay? Picture 2 is correct. We're using the teeth and the tongue and forcing the air between the teeth and the tongue. Picture 3 is the most common and worst mistake. Can you see what it is? That's right. Pressing your tongue against the top of your mouth so the air cannot go between your teeth and your tongue. In my opinion, mistake number 1 is by far the lesser mistake, and that's because TH and F and V are all the same kind of sound. They're called fricatives, and they rely on friction. That is the rubbing of the air as it passes over your tongue, through your lips and teeth. There are some dialects of English where this is accepted as the normal pronunciation. So if you're making this mistake, try to correct it, but don't lose too much sleep over it. Number 2 involves moving your tongue too far back and making a T or a D sound. This is very noticeable because it's a different kind of sound called a plosive, and they are made by completely blocking the air and then letting it explode out. Duh, or ta, or duh. If you're making this mistake, you probably should lose some sleep and stay awake a few minutes later, a few nights a week, and practice it until you can correct it. It's not too hard. Tongue twisters are a really good way to practice pronunciation, so I made this one to help you. First, we'll practice with the sounds, and then we'll practice with the words. Let's start slowly, line by line. Listen and try to copy me. It's really helpful to record your voice and mouth position and watch the video and compare it to mine. Line 1. Whether the weather be fair, or whether the weather be wetter. Let's do it again. Whether the weather be fair, or whether the weather be wetter. Better weather's better than wetter weather. Better weather's better than wetter weather. But they'll weather wetter weather better than they'll ever weather hot. But they'll weather wetter weather better than they'll ever weather hot. Good job, everyone. Now, let's practice the whole thing, but this time we'll use the spelling and go a little faster. Let's begin. Whether the weather be fair or whether the weather be wetter, better weather's better than the wetter weather, but they'll weather wetter weather better than they'll ever weather hot. Okay, one more time. 3, 2, 1. Whether the weather be fair or whether the weather be wetter, better weather's better than the wetter weather, but they'll weather wetter weather better than they'll ever weather hot. Good job. It's okay. You better practice more. You did good and you did good, but I don't know what you were doing with the glasses. Girl, you better try that again. Everybody else, let's continue. Okay, verse 2 from the top. Let's begin. Whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot. Whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot. Let's continue. Better weather betters wetter weather. Better weather betters wetter weather. It's okay. It's okay. Weather wetter weather's cloudy or not. Weather wetter weather's cloudy or not. That was great. That was good. So good. Let's move on. Whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot. Better weather betters wetter weather, whether wetter weather's cloudy or not. Whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot. better weather, betters, wetter, weather, weather, wetter, weathers, cloudy or not. Let's put it all together now. Whether the weather be fair or whether the weather be wetter. Better weather's better than the wetter weather, but they'll weather wetter weather better than they'll ever weather hot. Whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot. Better weather betters wetter weather weather wetter weather's cloudy or not. Go ahead. Oh my God, that was so bad. Don't talk to your boyfriend with that accent, okay? Unless you want him to break up with you, it's your choice. But I think you should practice one more time. Let's do it together. Whether the weather be fair or whether the weather be wetter. Better weather's better than the wetter weather, but they'll weather wetter weather better than they'll ever weather hot. Whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot, better weather betters wetter weather, whether wetter weather's cloudy or not. Go ahead. Okay, okay. Much better. Maybe he won't leave you. But that was easy practice. Let's step it up just a little bit more. Advanced practice number 1, real life scenario. Try to imagine a situation in which you would be able to use this tongue twister in a conversation, even if it's ridiculous or silly. Practice saying the tongue twister using the rhythm and pace of regular speech. This helps with a lot more than just pronunciation. In this example, let's pretend that my girlfriend bought some plants and is asking me for advice on where to plant them. Watch and then try it for yourself. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, hey babe, what's up? You bought plants, but you don't know where to plant them. Okay, what's their natural climate? I see. Well, whether the weather be fair or whether the weather be wetter, better weather's better than the wetter weather, but they'll weather wetter weather better than they'll ever weather hot. Yep, I see. Oh, about the clouds? Well, whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot, better weather betters wetter weather, whether wetter weather's cloudy or not. Yep, no problem. Tell John and Thomas I hate them. Okay, babe. Love you too. Okay, your turn. Okay, not too bad. Advanced practice number 2. Language is all about patterns of sound and meaning, and another word for pattern is rhythm or beat. And this is easiest to see in music or poetry when sometimes the words themselves are meaningless until you combine them with the rhythm of the song or the poem. Suddenly your emotions align with the writer and you can understand the rhythm. In other words, sometimes the meaning is more in the rhythm of the words than it is in the words themselves. And you can practice this by singing tongue twisters with different rhythms and speeds. But be sure that the rhythm doesn't interfere with the meaning. So let's do an example of this, and I know my rhythm sucks, guys. So please find your own, okay? Any rhythm that you feel like at that moment is just fine. Choose two rhythms and practice singing or chanting or rapping or whatever. Just find a rhythm you can get stuck in your head so you can practice while you're driving or walking somewhere. Again, I know my singing is terrible and I can already feel the pain of your laughter all the way across the internet. But remember, I happily accept this pain because I want you to succeed. So please, after you finish laughing, give me a like and a subscribe, or if you think this is really terrible, share it with your friends and hopefully they can have a good laugh too. Here goes nothing. Whether the weather be fair or whether the weather be wetter, better weather's better than the wetter weather, but they'll weather wetter weather better than they'll ever weather hot. Whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot, better weather, better's wetter weather, whether wetter weather's cloudy or not. Oh, that was terrible. Let me try that again. Whether weather's cold or whether weather's hot, better weather, better's wetter weather, whether wetter weather's cloudy or not. Okay, that's the best I can do, folks. You guys can sing much more better than, much better than I can. So you do it by yourself. Well, there it is, everyone. You see how bad I was, right? You might sound just as bad, but that's okay. Just practice this when you're alone or when no one else can hear you. Make it as rhythmic as you can so it gets stuck in your mind, and all you have to do is focus just a little. This is a really powerful way to practice pronunciation, and it basically takes no time because you can do it while you're walking, driving, cleaning the house, or whatever. Well, that's the end again, folks. And it's time once again to thank you and to congratulate you. I know it's hard, but as long as you're trying your best, you are making progress and you deserve a big high five. Except you, that girl with the glasses, you need to practice more still. Till next time, folks, take care.